My name is Arturo Lindsay. I'm a Panama-born, Brooklyn-raised, Atlanta, Portobello-based artist, cultural investigator, and educator. One day in the car, my granddaughter, said to me, Abuelito, tell us stories about you in Panama when you were my age. So at that point, I obviously began to realize that this notion that I've had and this curiosity about ancestry, is not just personal to me, but I think it's humankind. I've always been interested in the notion of ancestry, in family to start off, most importantly. And I have 4 grandparents that were born in 4 different Caribbean islands. So I've been fascinated, about that. And wanted to know more. It had become something that is really fascinating. It's become like a lifelong study. The thing that really began to gnaw at me was that I could not follow my African ancestry, with any degree of accuracy whatsoever. I could just barely, I knew that my grandparents, were of African descent, but I, couldn't follow that. I started looking up issues of spirituality, and I guess I've always had that element. I recognize, as some would say, we're just spiritual beings having a physical experience right now. I arrived on Spelman's campus when I was at a pretty hot space, in my career. But I was a working artist, and I was beginning to get recognition, and I realized that it was on the move up. But by coming to Spelman, a lot of my focus, turned from the me, and rising me, to the us, and let's rise together, and then, to even push, younger artists up higher. So, it was a sacrifice. I don't mind it. I would have loved, I still would like to have a solo show at Studio Museum in Harlem. I still would like to have my work at MoMA, et cetera. But I'm looking at these guys, the generation that came after me, who are being invited to show their work in museums, not only in this country, but in other countries as well. That, for me, makes me feel good. If there's a thumbprint of me, because I don't take credit for the work that they do, but if there's a thumbprint, that says, Arturo was here, then I'm satisfied. I figure my work has been done.